Okay, family, Lord Eric Steele here again. Welcome to FBA All Day, the show all about justice and understanding for our people. I am the Lord Eric Steele, aka Big Rossi Love, the perpetual student of the survival scrolls, where if you know, you know. Okay? Today we have another fine example of FBA people not playing around with members of the diaspora. We've had our fill of the nonsense, all right? Today we're gonna shine the light on Miss Tyla Senthal. Sienthal, Senthal, Sienthal, okay, Sienthal. However you want to say her last name, I apologize if I'm butchering it. No disrespect intended, but let's get to the point. How many times are we going to see this scenario play itself out? How many times? We give a little shine. A person comes over here to our side of the world, and we give them a little shine, and next thing you know, it's Telepalooza. Okay? It's Telepalooza. The disrespect is just ridiculous. It's off the charts. We've had our fill with these people. I wish you guys would pay attention and learn this lesson. Okay? Let's get into it. Let's get into it. She came over here, Tyla. That's her stage name is Tyla. She's a little bubblegum singer as far as I'm concerned. She's not really a vocalist. I don't consider her no hell of a songstress. She's not Mariah Carey. She's not Beyonce. She's not some super heavy vocalist. She's a little pop. I don't even think she can out-sing Christina Aguilera, but that's just my personal preferences. When I think of a singer, she doesn't come into the view at all. When I think of good singers, she doesn't pop up in my mind at all. So that's where I am with that. I was raised on great singers, and she doesn't qualify. Even though she does tailor her style after the foundational Black Americans, of course. She does her little riffs and her little runs. Those are not South African runs. She did not get that style from over there. Okay? Even though she's from over there, she'll let you know quickly she's from over there. But she ain't singing like she's from over there. That's not the way they sing. That's not that homeland's version of singing at all. Let's keep that very, very clear. Okay? Very, very clear. This is an instance of something quite similar to what happened at the Essence Fest. We have these people put in these positions where they're making decisions and giving out awards, trying to replace the foundational Black Americans. They want our music, but they don't want it from us. As our elder Stephanie Mills has made it quite clear. I'm quoting her, that's what she said. The elder Stephanie Mills, who is a great singer, was a great foundational Black American singer. She said this statement in an interview recently. She said she finds that the music industry, they want our music. They want our style. They just don't want it from us. I concur. This is a product of that. They want a colored girl, but they don't want her to be from America. They don't want to give foundational Black Americans their due. You understand what I'm saying? They try to find some off-brand person, and then they prop them up, and then once that person receives their accolades, then all of a sudden it's Telepalooza. It's shout out to South Africa. I'm not an R&B singer. I'm Anna Pino, or whatever the devil she calls that style of singing that she's doing. Which, okay, let me calm down. Let me bring it back. Let me rewind and bring it all back down. First of all, I'll explain that she is not a foundational Black American. Her father is an Indian. Okay, her father's an Indian. We already know how those people feel about Black people. Her father's an Indian from an island about 1,000 miles east of Madagascar, which is in South Africa. It's east of South Africa. And her mother claims to be Zulu and Irish. It's a hell of a mix, isn't it? Zulu and Irish. It's a crazy mix. She refers to herself as a colored South African. That's how Tyla refers to herself, as a colored South African. Colored. You know how foundational Black Americans feel about that term over here. We take it as a derogatory term. We're not colored, okay? Don't refer to us as colored. We don't like the term colored. We don't refer to people as colored. She could be mixed. You know, we would accept her saying, I'm a mixed person. We can accept that. She looks mixed. We're not going to refer to colored, but that bothers her. Her people, they got all upset when we told her that term offends us. She and her people, well, she gonna do this, and she sees herself. So we're telling you, we find the term colored to be offensive. It's a derogatory thing. We don't use that term over here to explain who we are. We don't use those words. There's things that have a lot of deep-seated hatred. We don't associate with those terms. But her people, her South African handlers, they feel that she should be able to do whatever she wants to do over here. Stick a pin in that. Okay? So, once again, we have these people coming over here. She didn't come up in South Africa. That's not what happened. She brought herself over here with her struggling hips over here to America. She got her little awards. I think she got a VMA, she got a BET award, some other music awards and so forth, which is fine. No disrespect to your accolades. You do what you do. You get your awards. That's fine. Okay, I don't have a problem with that. But as soon as she got them, she want to make it clear who she is and big up South Africa and all this kind of carrying on, which is fine. I don't have a problem with you delineating. I don't have a problem with you guys doing that. You guys love to do that when you get your awards. Okay? You're in R&B, our categories. You winning awards in our categories, and then you want to big up South Africa, and that's fine. But then expect what comes with it. Expect what comes with it is all I'm saying. She was given a chance to explain. She had a little interview with Charlemagne on the Breakfast Club, Charlemagne the God and those guys. And she didn't want to get into it. She didn't want to, get into the discrepancies that's going on with her calling herself colored. She don't want to talk about that as if she's above it. You understand what I'm saying? Given an opportunity to clarify and get herself on the record being a respectful artist in our created genres, she didn't want to do that. She didn't want to do that. Okay? And that's fine. Just another case of them thinking there's someone else. Thinking there's something other than black. There's something other. They don't want to be counted among us. You see that? We find that a lot, especially with people with some sort of Indian background, because they'll usually come out to be pretty dark-skinned, that can be counted amongst us, but they'll quickly let you know that they're not. Kamala Harris is another one. Soon as she got the vice presidency, she's the first Indian vice president. She forgot all about the black part. Don't refer to her as that. See what I'm saying? As soon as they get their accolades, they become something else. So they'll ride the wave of us pushing them and promoting them until they get where they got a little shine, and then they'll let you know they're something else. They give props to wherever else they're from. Okay? It's another prime example of that. She made it very clear that she's not black, and that's fine. That's fine. I'll tell you why, because we don't need her. We don't need her. We've seen her whole shtick before. We've seen her whole thing before. Think back to 2000, early 2000s, late 90s, 2000s. There was a singer called Christina Milian. Look her up. YouTube Christina Milian and tell me what's the difference between her and Tyla. Go ahead. Just look her up and tell me what you think is different. Because there's nothing. Same complexion, same little dance moves, struggle hips. It's all the same. It's the same little thing. We've seen it before. There's nothing new about her. It doesn't move the needle one way or the other. And you could say, Eric Steele, you just hating. You just hating on her. Okay, well, hold up. Let me back off, because She does have a new album coming out. Well, it just came out last month. Came out last month in July. She had a new album come out. And in her album, which was released in July, and today is August, since the release of her album, she sold about 3,000 copies. 3,000 copies in a month. Okay. All right, so I guess I'm not the only person who feels that way. Because they thought they could denigrate the foundational black Americans and not consider our feelings. Just discount us altogether. Oh, because when you think about it, South Africa has like 49 million people in South Africa. No. There's 60-something million, 63, 65 million people in South Africa alone. Just South Africa has 65 million people. 49 of that 65 is black. But you tell us you don't need foundational black Americans. That her people, she don't need y'all. Okay, you don't need us. Then how can you explain 3,000 album sales in a month? Somebody needs something. Keep on disrespecting foundational black Americans. Y'all gonna learn eventually. And let this be said from my standpoint, I don't forget. I'm not forgiving and I'm not forgetting because we keep telling these people. I wouldn't care if she come out with a new song every day. I'm not buying nothing. I'm not watching no videos, anything to do with her. I kind of liked that little song Water when she first came out. But after this little controversy about her not being black and all this kind of carrying on, I don't need her. She don't move the needle with us one way or the other. Her music doesn't change my life. It's not soulful music. It doesn't touch my soul. It's not our music anyways. So you think you're going to come in here from someplace else, be disrespectful, and then think we're going to support you? Keep thinking that. Keep thinking that. And it's not a diss against her. She needs to get with her people. She needs to get with whoever is doing her PR, and she needs to have a good talk with them and explain foundational black Americans aren't playing that game anymore. So come over here and act snotty. Come over here, make your little comments, make your little terms and all this kind of carrying on. Go ahead. Be disrespectful. Feel free. Just be ready to reap the consequences of what's going to happen afterwards. We're not playing anymore. We're not playing those games anymore. So go ahead, continue, and we'll just ignore you, just like the Democrats do us when it comes time to take care of our issues. We'll just reciprocate. It's not a problem. That's fine. Be Anna Polina, Panino, or whatever that music. That's fine. Say you don't belong with it. Say you're not R&B. Don't call you R&B. Say you're not black. That's fine. You don't have to be black. Go ahead and do you, sweetheart. Go ahead and be you. Be you apparently by yourself. 3,000 album sales in the age of information is ridiculous. It is what it is. Back in my day when we were spinning vinyl, 3,000 in a month, your label would drop you. You would be dropped. Our foundational black American singers, they do that in a day. More than that in a day. They sell out in days. In a week. Albums platinum in a day. Platinums in a week. 3,000 in a month. I hope you paying attention. I hope you paying attention. Today we shine the light on this little girl. Well, she's not little. She's 30. So she's not little. I can't give her a pass for being ignorant. She's in her 30s already. So this is a life lesson, sweetheart. Be careful who you offend. Be careful who you offend. And once you find out you've offended, make amends. Or not. Or not. You could have came back. You could have came back. You could have approached the situation intelligently. You could have had your people do the right thing. You could have. But there's no going back. Because now we don't care. And it's apparent. You're not so great that we have to have you. I hope this lesson is learned. Again, this is the Lord Eric Steele coming to you guys from FBA All Day. It's a shame we have to keep going through this, but we're not going to be disrespected. Foundational Black Americans are not going to be disrespected. That's just it. Time is up for the nonsense. We're not going to tolerate it anymore. That's it. We're not saying you have to be black. Nobody's saying that. We're not saying you have to call yourself R&B. You don't have to. We're not saying that. Go ahead and create your own genre. Be the voice of your own new genre. And in that voice, I hope they support you. That's all I'm saying. When you make such a bold statement, when you stand so boldly, yeah, I hope they support you. I hope those same individuals support you. Because we were told the white people had that. They didn't need us. They don't need foundational Black Americans. The white people are going to support us. What I was told in my comments. You guys are making a big deal out of nothing. We don't need you. Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. That's what they were telling me in my comments anyway. All the Africans were making sure to let us know she ain't black. She's something else. Okay, well, be something else. Be something else over there, because we're not supporting it over here. We're not playing those games over here. Be careful who you separate from. Once again, FBA All Day, Lord Eric Steele. It's no hate. This is just information and understanding for my people. No hate here. I don't hate her. I have no hate, no ill will towards any of them. This channel is not for hate. This channel is for justice and understanding. Is what FBA All Day is all about. And she just got some understanding. All right. Lord Eric Steele, I'm out.